Welcome to Yukon, a land where the wild still breathes, where echoes of the gold rush linger in the hills, and where the northern lights streak across vast, untouched skies. Tucked away in northwestern Canada, Yukon is a captivating fusion of rugged landscapes, rich indigenous heritage, and an unshakable frontier spirit. It's the kind of destination that feeds the soul, perfect for those seeking unfiltered nature, heartfelt stories, and the slower, more meaningful rhythm of remote living. Whether you're an adventurer, a culture seeker, or a food lover, Yukon promises an escape like no other. Yukon's story is as mighty as its mountains. For over 10,000 years, the land has been home to indigenous peoples, including the Kluane and Vuntut First Nations. Their deep connection to the land lives on through traditions like hunting, storytelling, drumming, and beadwork. In the late 1800s, the Klondike Gold Rush sparked a frenzy that forever changed the region. Thousands rushed north in search of fortune, turning Dawson City into a bustling boomtown. Today it's a UNESCO World Heritage Candidate Site, where restored saloons, gold dredges, and museums preserve the drama of that legendary era. Life in Yukon is shaped by the land and the seasons. The people here, resilient, welcoming, and deeply rooted in community, live with a calm appreciation for the outdoors and each other. Whether it's gathering at local markets or celebrating at community festivals, Yukoners know how to blend tradition with joy. Events like the Yukon Sourdough Rendezvous in winter and the Adaka Cultural Festival in summer bring people together to celebrate indigenous art, music, and culture. Conversations come easy in Yukon, whether in a cozy cafe or out on the trail, and visitors often leave feeling like part of the family. Yukon's culinary scene is a delicious blend of indigenous traditions, frontier practicality, and contemporary Canadian flavors. Don't miss these local specialties. Arctic char, lightly flavored and often grilled or smoked. Bison or elk burgers, rich, hearty, and distinctly northern. Bannock, a warm traditional indigenous bread often paired with berry jam. Birch syrup, a golden treat used in sauces and desserts. In Whitehorse, discover Yukon's vibrant food scene. Antoinette's offers a delightful Caribbean-Yukon fusion, while Burnt Toast Cafe is beloved for its laid-back brunches. For fresh local fare, head to the Fireweed Community Market, summer only, for wild berries, preserves, and artisan roasted coffee. Want to dig deeper? Join a cooking class in Whitehorse or Dawson to learn how to bake bannock or smoke fish. Dining here is casual, but tipping, 15–20%, is appreciated. Kluane National Park and Reserve, home to Canada's tallest peak, Mount Logan, plus jaw-dropping glaciers and wild beauty. Great for hiking, wildlife viewing, and scenic flights. Takhini Hot Springs, a cozy outdoor soak that feels magical, especially on a snowy winter night. Dawson City, time travel through this quirky gold rush town with its boardwalks, saloons, and the famous Sourdough Cocktail Challenge. Northern Lights. From September to April, the Aurora Borealis paints the sky in brilliant greens and purples, best viewed from remote lodges. SS Klondike, a fully restored sternwheeler in Whitehorse that gives a glimpse into river life during the gold rush. Travel tip. Summer, June-August, means long daylight and easier road access. Winter offers stunning auroras and snowy adventures. Consider a Parks Canada Discovery Pass for free access to national parks. Dog sledding. Glide through snowy wilderness on a dog sled led by spirited huskies. Hiking and canoeing. Follow historic routes like the Chilkoot Trail or paddle the Yukon River for a real gold rush-style adventure. Wildlife viewing. Watch for moose, grizzlies, caribou, and eagles. The Yukon Wildlife Preserve near Whitehorse is a great introduction. Cultural experiences. Try your hand at drum making, beadwork, or sit in on indigenous storytelling nights. Aurora Tours. Cozy lodges offer guided aurora viewings, complete with photography tips and hot drinks. For nightlife, Whitehorse offers live music, rustic bars, and the occasional play or comedy show, small but full of personality. Where to stay? Luxury, Northern Lights Resort and Spa, Whitehorse, glass chalets with unforgettable aurora views. Mid-range, Best Western Gold Rush Inn, comfortable and central. Budget, Beaver Creek RV Park and Motel, or Hide on Jekyll Hostel in Dawson City. Boutique, Midnight Sun Hotel, charming with a touch of frontier style. Getting around. By air. Whitehorse has daily flights from Vancouver, Calgary, and select US cities. Car rentals, highly recommended if you want to explore beyond city limits. Book early, especially in summer. Bus shuttle, limited service between communities. Check the Yukon government transit website. Local transit. Whitehorse has a decent bus system. Taxis are limited and rideshare apps are rare. Weather. Summer temperatures range from 15 to 25 degrees Celsius. Winters are frigid down to 30 degrees Celsius. Pack layers and thermal gear. Safety. Yukon is generally very safe. In the wilderness, always carry bear spray. Let someone know your route and consider hiring a guide. Language. English is spoken everywhere with some French and indigenous languages. Currency Canadian dollar, CAD. Credit cards are widely accepted, but cash helps in remote areas. Etiquette. Be respectful in indigenous communities. Ask before taking photos and support local artisans. Yukoners appreciate quiet, politeness, and a good story. Yukon isn't just a destination, it's a revelation. It's where nature sings, stories linger, and your soul stretches out in the silence. Whether you're watching the northern lights swirl above a snowy plain, sharing bannock by a crackling fire, or hiking through landscapes that feel ancient and untouched, Yukon leaves its mark. So lace up your boots, bring your curiosity, and let the Yukon reshape your sense of wonder.